All right, guys, leg day is complete. And it was a pretty good one. I did add a couple things to this leg day that I don't usually do. So it was pretty good. So we'll just start off with the first exercise. So I started off with some leg curls. I warmed up, of course, because it's important when you're starting, even in the middle of a workout, if you're moving on to a new muscle group, you've got to warm up. It's going to help prevent injuries. It's going to help you actually move more weight because you're going to be able to get a feel for it. And then you're going to go from there, and it's just going to be overall a better workout. So absolutely always warm up. There's no exception to that. So I did leg curls. I focused on going as heavy as I could while also maintaining good form, getting the full stretch, the full squeeze in there. I think I was working with, it was 105, I think. Felt really good. Felt pretty heavy, but still felt good. I ended up doing 4 sets there because that was the only thing I was doing for my hamstrings today. So that was a solid starter. And then we moved on to leg extensions. I'm back and forth. I'm wanting to start with heavy squats, doing quads, then finishing with hamstrings. But, I guess I like to mix it up. And I'm so used to being able to do it this way that's just the way I do it sometimes. So I ended up doing leg extensions, and it was a new muscle, right? So we're warming up. We're moving on to quads. So lightweight, few sets, 5-6 reps, getting a feel. Trying to get a filler rep at a heavy weight to see what I was going to be moving today. And I stopped at 140, I think. And I was able to maintain good form, good squeeze. Wasn't just throwing the weight up and around, and felt a really good pump in my quads. So it was a solid second exercise to be working with. The weight has really moved up on leg extension, so I feel pretty good about that. And after I did about 3 sets, my quad pump was very solid, so it was time to move on. Time to move on to heavy squats. And even though it's a new movement, same muscle, I like to warm up because squats, you go pretty heavy and a lot's going on there. So I start with just the bar. I do it with 25 pound, 45 pound, then a 45 and a 25. So we stop at about 185 with squats. I do as many reps as I can at 185, and as long as I hit 12, I will take 225 for a ride because we're trying to really move the numbers on squats. It just feels good to squat heavy. And really, man, squatting is my favorite exercise because you just push yourself so hard. You get to a point where it's like, can I get a few more reps in or can I not? And you end up putting 1 or 2 out, and I don't know. Squats, I just love doing squats. I like to make it a heavy quad focus, so I put a plate down and stand narrow stance. But I do think my adductors are suffering a little bit, so I did use the adductor machine today a little bit. I haven't done that in a while, so I stayed pretty light. I just did 3 or 4 sets of just, lightish, moderate, trying to get used to the movement again. And then I did 4 sets of cable crunches for my abs. And then I finished off my leg workout with some calf raises. I think I did 3 or 4 sets. I used the Smith's machine, put a plate down, elevated my feet, and, just pumped out reps there. So overall, my legs are feeling really good. My weight did go up a little bit, so I did have to, I am having to really dial in my diet. It's okay. We go back and forth with this all the time, but I'm feeling pretty good about the direction I'm headed, the diet that I'm trying to dial in, and, overall I'm just feeling good about the whole process. So tomorrow will be push day, or it'll be a rest day. It depends on how I feel tomorrow. I am going to incorporate rest days every now and again. I'm not going to schedule them saying I'm going to take a rest day no matter what tomorrow, because I don't know how I'll feel tomorrow. But that's all I got for you guys today. Don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive. And guys, never give up on yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.